So hello everyone, in this video I'll be telling you how you can make use of this checkbox. So this check is for, like, if you click on this, then the tasks which are completed, it should go inside the completed tab. Right now it is not there because nothing is working, like we have to make use of it. So we'll be working on this completed tab and how we can show all the tasks which are completed inside this tab. So for that we'll be working. So for doing that, I'll be creating one array, one completed array state. Just like all to dos, I'll be creating that. So I'll be creating completed to dos and I'll be setting it with the set function, set completed to dos. And I can use an empty state or empty array state. Yeah. And then I can create one function on this other button, which is checkbox. Let me just go to the checkbox. Yeah, in here I can create one on click handler and I can pass the index as well. I can pass the index by handle complete. Let me just create this function and I can pass the index in here. Copy and then and I can use this function. I can use this function. Okay, I didn't copy that. Let me just write myself. Handle complete. I'm getting the index and I can, first of all, I have to create one object and also one time so that I can get the current timing when this task was completed. So for that, I'll be creating this now variable and assigning this new date, and then I'll be getting the day from now dot get date, and similarly I'll be getting the month from the now dot get month. But you know that month gives us the index from the 0 to 11, then we have to increment that. So to get the real world numbers or real world month from the 1, starting from the 1. And then we can get the year and I can use this now and then get full, yeah, full year. So it will give me the full year. And then I can similarly get the hour, that what hour is there, at what time it was completed. I can use get hours. Similarly, I can get the minutes for m. Now dot get minutes. I can use this method. Similarly, I'll be getting uh, the second by now dot get seconds. Yeah, so that's it. Uh, Now we have to create one completed on variable inside which I'll be creating the time or the date when this was completed. Date with time, you can see. You can consider that. So let's first add the day, which is day, and then I can add this minus symbol, and then I can add the month, which is our month. Then I can put the minus symbol again, and then I can add the year, and then I can add the at or simply at. Then I will add the hour plus in colon. I can add the colon after the hour. Then after that we can add the minutes by m, then the colon, and then at last we'll add the seconds. So this will give us the completed on date with the timing. Then we can uh, create one object called filtered objects or filtered item, I can write. This will be our item from the all to dos list. We'll be uh, first of all finding that element which is for which we have completed, like for which on which the completed was triggered. We are getting that index, and from the index I can grab the object from the all to dos array. So all to dos, and then I can pass the index so to get the item, and then that will be destructured in here because I want to add some more property in that. That's why I added this three dot to get the destructured data, and I can add one extra property which is completed on, and inside that I can store this completed on which I created above. So I can store this, and then at last we have to create one copy of the previous completed array, updated completed arr or array. So we'll be doing this similar to the all to dos which we did in handle to do function, and inside that I'll be writing the completed to dos, not the all to dos. Make sure you do this because maybe in our completed array the previous items are already there, but only we are pushing that. So this new item we are pushing inside the completed array. So that's why I made the copy first, and then I'll push this new item which is filtered items inside this completed array or the copy of completed array. I can write filtered arr or filtered item, I think. Yeah, that's the name. And then after that, I can set it, like I can set completed to dos with this updated completed array. Updated completed arr. Yeah. Now, what we can do is we can make use of this completed to dos, the completed to dos inside the rendering. So right now nothing will happen, but our state will be set. But now we can make use of this state. So for making use of this state, first we need to check whether the tab is to do or not. So for that, we remember that we have created these two buttons. So if we click on this to do, then the completed screen state which we have already created, that will be set to false. And if you click on this completed button, then that will be set to true. So which means if we are clicking on this completed screen, then the state is complete screen state as true, and this one is false. So uh, we are checking that, and then we'll render according to that. So we are checking is completed or completed or complete screen, completed screen. So it was completed screen equals false. So if it is false, which means we are in the to do, we are in the to do tab. I think it is complete. If we are on, if the complete screen is false, then we are on the to do tab, then we'll be rendering all the to do list. Okay, so similarly we'll be copying this one, and we'll be making it for the completed list or completed to-do list. So we just need to change the things which are this one. If the list or the screen is true, which means we have clicked on the completed tab, then we'll render the completed to-do list, not the all to-do list. Completed to-dos, that we'll be doing. Then it will render the things, but we instead of a title description, we also want one more thing which is completed on. So that we have set, you remember that. So this will show the completed on timing as well. So we'll be saving it inside the small tags. You can make use of italic tag as well if you want to make it inside the italic, so you can do that. But I'll be making it in the small tag, and inside that I can write completed on, and then I'll be showing the actual completed on value. So it will show the date and timing on which the task was completed. So this is done, and the other thing which we have to remove is this checkbox, because in the completed screen we are already in the completed screen, so we don't want to show the complete checkbox there. We just only want this handle delete function. This will be also changing because it is for the to-do list, not for the completed screen. That we'll do in the part 2 of this video. Let me just save it and let it compile, and I will show you how the things are working. So it's compiling actually. So it is compiled. Now let me just add one more thing, writing diary. And if I add, I have to write diary. And if I add this, you can see that it is here. But if I click on this checkbox, right now you can see in the completed tab, nothing is there. If I click on this checkbox, so it will be present here as well. And you can see that it is also showing the completed part as well, that this completed on and the date and the timing. So this we have completed. Now we just need to remove this from this to-do list as well, because we don't want to show this in the to-do because it is already completed. So it will only be visible inside the completed app. Also, one more thing we have to do in this video, that is if I refresh the page, so you can see in to do everything is as it is, but in the completed it is lost. So we'll store that inside the local storage as well. So let me just first delete from the to do list, because when we are adding inside the completed, then we don't want uh, to show that inside the to do list. So for that I'll be using this function which we created, handle delete to do, and I'll be passing the index which we are getting inside this function. We are getting something, and that item will be stored inside the completed, and that will be removed from the actual to do list or actual to do array. So this function is used here. Yeah, so that we are doing. So let me just save it. So that will not be visible in here after this compilation. So if I refresh that, so if I click on this checkbox, you can this will not be here inside the to do, but instead it will go inside the completed. So if I click on this check, you can see it is lost from here and it is gone inside this completed part. So this was it for this video. In the next video, I'll be telling you how you can make it in the local storage, like it is lost when we refresh the page from the completed tab, and how you can add the delete functionality in here. That we'll do in the next video, and then our project will be completed. Thank you for watching this video. We'll meet in the another one.